So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was taking a walk, right, and then I decided to just like do a video on monthly expenses in Canada, how much you should expect to spend as an international student in Canada. This neighborhood is actually cool, like it's really nice. Like if you can see, I'll just show you around. It's not so bad, like it's not so bad. That's a school there. I don't even know if it's still functional, but you know, schools are closed because of COVID-19, as you guys know. Yeah, so as I was saying, right, like based on my last video, so let's say you're found in university, you've applied for your study permit, and you've gotten your study permit, everything, you've been approved, you're already in Canada. Like how much can you budget for to spend in a month, right? And in my own opinion, this is based on what I think, you know, you can consider to be able to come up with a budget that's going to suit you. And all of this is relative because everybody has preferences for some things, but this is on an average what you can spend in this place. So I would say first thing, if you consider your rent first. For rent, if you consider taking like a shared accommodation, you expect to pay about $400 to $600. This amount depends because what you pay for is what you get. If you decide to go for a $400 house, you will know that you will get maybe one small funny crappy place, because that's just the way it is. Honestly, I just want to be blunt here, and it's not really, it's good, it's cheap rent, but you'll be paying for just like a room or something. You can have maybe a kitchen and everything's, the rest is shared. So that's how much you pay for that one. And if you start going up to like $500, $600, I swear the best is always $600 because it's comfortable and everything. So I'll advise that you should also get something with like with everything inclusive, so all utilities included, so Wi-Fi, power, water, whatever included inside the rent. So you don't have to accumulate extra costs that you don't want or something. So on the other hand, if you want to live all by yourself, so all alone, you expect to pay in the range of $700 to about $1,000. That's what you'll be looking at paying. If you want to be by yourself, it's more expensive, yes. So if you want that, and you want your privacy and your space, be ready to pay that money, and that's a lot for an international student if you're just coming in. So next thing on the list is groceries. So for groceries, this is relative because everybody has preferences for what they like, but based on what I have on my math and everything, I'll say you will spend about $350 in a month. Like I said $350 because if you want to calculate everything, you will still end up spending some money in school, maybe in the cafeteria, in all those places in school where you can just stop and eat, right? You will still spend money there. So in order for you not to avoid spending all of those things, you will need $350 for your groceries, for you not to spend in school or on the road, so buying fast food and all those good stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, and also for groceries, you know that some people want to buy veggies, some people are very picky with stuff, they want to focus on buying meat, fish. Some things are expensive than others, so just know that. Yeah, so that's what you spend for groceries. The next thing that you want to spend is like bills. Like let's say if you're spending money on bills and all of that, like water, power and internet. So all of these three things, I would say all of these at most it should come up to about $100 if you are by yourself. But if you're sharing with somebody, you guys can still come up with $100, but you will share it equally. Do you understand? And it will be cheaper. So that's why for students, most of us decide to do like shared accommodation, where we have to like save more money for ourselves. So I recommend that you should actually do a shared accommodation, but that's all on you. If you want to be by yourself, it's still fine. So next thing is your bus pass, because when you come you don't have a car, so you need to get a bus pass so you can able to commute to places. You can go to maybe to the grocery store, you can go to school, and all of this is based on people who live off campus, because on campus is a different thing. Like if you live on residence, it's a whole different ball game. Like you have your own amount of money that you pay, that's even too much. So like I was saying, students always get discounts, so you'll be able to get a bus pass for $75. So there's also something that people do that's a low, I think they call it low income earner something, the discount. So I think for that one you have to have stayed in Canada for about a year for you to be able to qualify for it. But you have to find that out when you come, and you have to prove the documentation for you to be able to get that low income discount thing for your bus pass. But that should probably be for PR, people who are permanent residents or something like that. But because international students, I don't think we don't qualify for that. So yeah, that was actually off. But if you're watching this and you're a PR or something, then that should apply to you. Yeah, so now the next thing is your phone plan. Like you get a phone plan, right? And I would not even lie, like most of the phone plans that are cheap when you come, that will require at least data, because you'll pay for data, right? It's not free. We still pay for it. Just that the only difference is that back home you just pay and use, but this one is a monthly payment you have to make for your phone. So you get a phone. That's if you have your phone from your country, good for you. Like I said in my video where I did about international students coming to Canada, you can check that out. I'll drop the link somewhere here also, so you can check that out. Yeah, so for the phone you get a mobile plan. Your mobile plan could be highest for your first year, or if you're someone who has just come, you don't want to go for high tech stuff where you have to start incurring so much expenses. Your monthly bill should be highest $60. So I'll say $60 to $65 is perfect for that. In that way, it's not too much, it's just okay for you and you'll be okay. And you can get the phone plan from any phone company that you want. Kudo, Telos, all of those, Fido, anyone that you want. That's depending on you, and depends on the phone plan that you want to get. You do understand? Because there is a package, right? It comes with its own things, so you pick what works for you. So now, moving on. The next thing, I'm just here looking at this area, like look at this. I'm tired of walking. I was just like, oh God, should I just walk? Maybe I should just walk so I can go back. So the grass is so green, guys. Look at that. I'm just wearing slippers and my shorts. So the next thing is, no, I think I like the lights in this way actually, because it's going to be too dark and I don't want the video to be dark. So now the another expense that you're going to incur is entertainment. Like let's say, or I'll say miscellaneous or something, because you're a student, right? You want to do fun stuff. You want to go to the mall. You want to go out with your friends. You guys want to go and do stuff. Maybe go to the movies. Decide to go shopping. I'm not saying you go and shop. You can go and window shop, but it's still part of going out. You can decide to go and do, like we used to do some games like back in school, or something. Is it laser tag? Yeah, laser tag. Laser tag is so good. Like we used to go with our friends. We just go there, play. Like it's so much fun. Like those things distract you. Even though you're coming to study, you still need to do fun stuff, right? You still need to go out there, have fun, make friends, do some things. You understand? So it's always good to actually like have fun like that with people. So those are some of the things that you can continue doing. So you can take those kind of things, and I'll say you can budget about like roughly $100 or $80 to $100 for that, depending on what you want. So some people want to go to the movies. For the movies, you will not spend too much. You can spend a highest $20 or $30 if you I don't know what you're eating. You just buy your ticket and then you're fine. What are you buying again? Like like $20 or $25 for that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And you guys, I'm wearing Cameroon jersey. I'm Allez les Lions, so you can see that. Yeah, so I'm just there walking around with it, and everybody's just looking at me. It's like, which country is that? What is she wearing? Because some of us were trying to put Cameroon on the map, because I don't know, when you check for things, you hardly see Cameroon things. Cameroon, please know us. People should notice us. We are awesome people. Anyways, let's go back to what I was saying. So I would say, in total, if you want to add all of these things I've said, rent and all, they're just basic stuff. This is just the basic. Any other thing you want to add to it, it depends on you and it's up to you. Okay, so that's just up to you if you want. And let's say if you add all the, like you come up with a total of all these things, you should expect to spend at most like $1,300 in a month. I'm going to say like roughly $1,300, so 1,300 Canadian dollars should be what you should be looking at spending on a monthly basis. And that's why even when you're coming to Canada here and they ask you, like on my last video, as I said, the amount that you're supposed to spend minimum in this Canada should be like it's $10,000, because if you multiply this 1,300 times 12 months, how much is that? Do you understand? So you can do all that math by yourself and you'll be able to come out and you understand what I'm trying to say. So in total, I think that's everything that I'm going to say in this video. I was just taking my walk and I decided to just maybe drop a quick one here for you guys. And yeah, I hope you actually learn a thing or two on it. If you have any questions, maybe you can let me know in the comments, or let me know what videos you guys want to see in the comment section. And also I want you guys to bear it in mind, like for the monthly expenses, it can change, because you can decide that, okay, I'm going to maybe change I've spent so much money, I'm going to move to a different house that's cheaper, I'm going to maybe reduce my grocery money, I'm going to decide not to go for any movies this month. Do you understand? So it's relative. You can actually work on it, it can change for you. So that's everything I'm going to say. So just try to know how you're spending your money. Don't just spend anyhow, and then you'll be okay. You'll be okay, actually. Yeah. And if you have a job, so if you finally get a job that can cover your bills and all those things, then my battery is low, actually. You'll be fine. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. I don't know, I'm just out here and people are looking at me like, oh, what's this girl doing? But you know what, your girl, I have to do what I have to do. So stay safe, everybody. It's still COVID-19. Hope everybody's washing their hands and staying at home. And thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm just here rejoicing, living the life.